Welcome. Hello, loves. My name is K.Hill of Lockccessories.com, your home, your online home for all things curls, coils, kinks, and locks. So, welcome. I hope you're having a great Tuesday, and I thought I'd hop in for a little lunchtime curl chat. I had something that I was thinking about today, and I wanted to, chat with you about it. I was thinking about curly confidence in the workplace. If you have natural hair, and I'm assuming if you are friends of the Lock Accessories channel, then you do. If you have curly hair, natural hair, or locks, how do you handle workplace situations? For me, I actually worked in the entertainment industry. On the corporate side of entertainment, I worked in licensing and merchandising for 20th Century Fox, and some of my earlier positions were also in the entertainment industry. And so I may have had a bit of an advantage because of being in the entertainment industry. I was surrounded by a lot of creative individuals and creative expression. Even if it was not in the corporate office, it still was a part of our culture. So having a quote-unquote unconventional hairstyle, although at the time may have been a bit unusual, it was not totally out of the norm. So I wanted to hop in and maybe offer some tips or some advice, and also get your feedback as well, get your input on how you handle, if you work in a traditional corporate setting, in a traditional office, how do you handle the workplace situation when it comes to your natural hair? A little bit of backstory. I actually stopped relaxing my hair back in 1996. At the time, I was in school, and that ages me a bit, oh my goodness, but I was in school and I went natural. There wasn't as much information as we have now in terms of YouTube, and there certainly weren't as many natural hair products to choose from that the options that we have now. So it was a lot of hit or miss, a lot of figuring things out on your own, including hairstyles. So my go-to hairstyle at the time was a twist out. Now, we didn't call it a twist out back then. Basically, Lauryn Hill wore this hairstyle where she would have these little crinkly, curly coils, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I was in love, and so I decided that that's how I wanted to wear my hair. So I would twist it, and then I would wear the twist out. But when it came time to graduate, I got a lot of pressure from family members, from friends of the family, from strangers who had an opinion, and also from peers that said, you cannot wear your hair like that if you're going to go looking for a job. Like, it was cute when you was in school and you could do whatever, you were just going to class, but now that you're going out into the workforce, you have to straighten your hair. And that created a lot of anxiety for me. Ultimately, I'll cut to the chase. I ended up not straightening my hair. I ended up keeping my hair in its natural state. I continued to wear the twists and the twist out. But I do, to be quite honest, I do think it limited my options in terms of securing employment at that time. Natural hair was not a thing back then. It was very, very new, and it was not very common in the workplace. And I was studying mechanical engineering, and so I was getting my BS in engineering, and so those were the type of jobs that I was looking for at that time. And actually, my direction changed, and which took me to California and pursuing entertainment positions, and I ended up in a totally different lane, but that's neither here nor there. But still, dealing with natural hair and the feedback in the workplace was definitely a thing. And even though that was a long time ago, to this day, I still face those issues working in an office setting. I remember one time I wore my hair as a loose natural. I was contemplating wearing an Afro puff to the office, and it shocked me how much anxiety I had about wearing that Afro puff to the office, because the people in the office had never seen my hair like that. I'm the only person, I won't say the only person of color, I was the only African American in the office. And so it was definitely something that gave me pause. And so I want to know how you guys handle it when you're going into the office. Is it an environment, especially if it's an environment where you may be the only African American, you may be the only female, you may be the only person who wears your hair in a natural state, and so it's not common in your office, and you might be in a profession that's more on the conservative side. I consider myself fortunate because I was in the entertainment industry at that time, and so I had a little bit more freedom, I would say. But what if you're in a law office, or you might be at an accounting firm or something, or maybe you might be in an office where everybody wears suits all the time. You know, how do you deal with, do you get any comments or any, comments about your natural hair? Sometimes the comments may not be overt, it may not be obvious, it might be something subtle. Do people want to touch your hair? Are they, enamored by it, or just kind of, I don't know, I can't think of the word, but they're fascinated by your hair, and it becomes a topic of conversation, whereas other people in the office, hair is not an issue, never even comes up. Like, why would we be talking about your hair? Like Jimmy Joe's haircut is not even a thing, but yours is. So let me know how you feel about that. Let me know how you've handled that. Are there any things that, any ways that you deal with your curly hair in the workplace? I would say that I was in a group, and one of the ladies asked, she was going on an interview, and she was asking the group their opinion, should she straighten her hair for the interview? And I really had to think about that, because and I thought about, did I ever straighten my hair for an interview? The answer is no, I didn't. But that was a personal choice. I did not want to be in an environment that did not accept me 100%. My personal belief is that I do not feel that my hair texture has anything to do with my ability to perform the duties of the job. So I don't think that should be taken into consideration. So I chose not to straighten my hair. But I do acknowledge that there are certain types of professions where appearance is very important, and especially if you're in a conservative environment, there are dress codes, and there are codes of, like, say maybe, for example, these long dangly earrings might not be appropriate in a law office. I've never worked in a law office, so I don't know. But more creative forms of expression might not be the norm. And so you do have to make that choice. And so she was struggling with that. Should she straighten her hair for the interview? Now, I want to know what you think. Would you straighten your hair for an interview? Now, if you have locks, of course you can't straighten your hair for an interview, but what would you do to accommodate that type of, is it a dilemma? For some people, it's not even a question. It is, here I am, take me as I am, or don't take me at all. And for other people, it might give them pause. So I want to know how you feel. How would you deal with it? Now, I wore my hair I had locks for over 11 years, and during that time, I was in a corporate setting. I was on the corporate side of entertainment, and I wore my hair in locks. And I've gone the gamut. The only thing I have not done is worn my hair in a relaxer, because I have not relaxed my hair since 1996. But so I wore a variety of loose natural styles, and I had the locks for over 11 years. So I have kind of a catalog of professional go-to hairstyles that I use, and if you're interested, I can put that together for you in a blog post and just give you some options if you are looking for options. But for now, this was just, a quick curl chat. I wanted to get, chime in and check in with you guys. Not chime in, but check in with you guys and see how you would deal with a situation like that. Have you ever been faced with the conundrum of what do I do with my hair for this interview, or will it be accepted in this office setting? And if so, how did you handle it? So go ahead and leave a comment. If you're watching the replay, just type in replay. Feel free to drop your comment in there as well, and I'll circle back and we can have a conversation. But that's it for today. Again, my name is K.Hill if you're just joining in. I am the creator and founder of LockCessories.com, your online resource for all things curls, coils, kinks, and locks. So if you have a moment, stop on by the website. I have a lot of hair accessories, a full product line of hair accessories and hair maintenance tools that help you in your natural hair and your lock journey. So until next time, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having something tasty for lunch, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.